morning. Thank everyone for coming to the State of the City. I want to first thank Randy. Again, what a great atmosphere we have here. What a great partner he is, not just with NBCC, but he's always out in front, willing to be a partner in a great city. And I want to thank Randy and the whole staff at NBCC doing a great job. I want to welcome everyone here this morning. It is, as we look at the title of our presentation, a comeback story, and it is what it is. We have three pillars of our comeback: our financial recovery, our economic development, and our community partnership. We all know in 2012 I took office, our financial outlook for the city of Utica was bleak. We inherited 3 consecutive multi-million-dollar deficits. Fund balance plummeted into the negative. Our debt was high. All the rating institutes downgraded us. Not pretty. So let's recap. $1 million deficits, negative fund balance, high debt, financial outlook downgraded. So what do? Here's what we do. First and foremost, understand what we need to do, understand the problems we face. First thing we did, we met with State Comptroller Tom DiNapoli. And as a sidebar, I want to acknowledge Anthony Brindisi, our Assemblyman, and Joe Griffel, because they were partners from the beginning to where we are at this point, setting it up and sitting down with them. We spoke with the rating institutes. We developed a 3-year recovery plan. And we made difficult decisions. But we stayed on course to our recovery plan. Shared services, we raised taxes. We had to sit down with unions and let them know where we were, and we had to increase our economic development. Specifically, here are our proactive things that we did. Reduced our workforce by over 20%. We merged our mail operations with Oneida County. Lori, great job, consistently working hard, helping us all the way through that. We consolidated 4 departments into 1. Our new hires now, 20% of our health insurances. And we've increased our sales tax revenue through high levels of economic development. Increasing. And a look at the results. We had back-to-back $1 million surpluses. It's the largest in over 16 years. Increased our fund balance to 5%. That was voted on by you, the residents of this great city, in 2004. We significantly decreased our debt. $20 million less than it was 5 years ago. $20 million less. Because we have a plan. And it's our recovery plan. So we went from $1 million deficits to $1 million surpluses. We went from a negative fund balance to a 5% fund balance. We went to high debt to falling debt. And our financial outlook downgraded to a financial outlook upgrade. All 3. Don't take my word for it. Let's hear what Tom DiNapoli had to say. Read it. I love it. Here's what Fitch had to say. And any elected official knows how working with those agencies are. Standard & Poor's. Again. And there's a theme between everything they're saying. And here's what Moody's just had to say about this great city of Utica. did this together. It's not one person, it's a group. And I want to acknowledge our comptroller, Bill Morehouse, who has been up front, forefront there. The relationship is outstanding. We meet on a weekly basis. Frank Wheeler, the president of the Common Council, a great partnership. The members of the Common Council couldn't do it without you. But most importantly, it's our residents. It's our people who believe in us at this time. So as we move to our second pillar of our comeback, obviously it's got to be economic development. That's what fuels the engine. So your sales tax revenue is obviously your best indicator for economic development. It has increased in each of the past 3 years. We beat our expectations each year. Urban Renewal, done a remarkable job. Andy Berdissi, Gene Allen, Kathy Mack. You know, once again, I can't echo how appreciative I am of my staff and the people, because their passion is unparalleled. In 3 years, we sold over 338 properties. We brought in $1.84 million in revenue. Impressive. The proof, it's in the numbers. Last year alone, our tax base increased by $9 million. $9 million. We all know where our heart is. Downtown is the key to development. Again, we talk about partners, we talk about people that give everything they have. Michelle Truitt has done an outstanding job for the city of Utica. People want it safer, people want it filled, and that's what we're doing. And it starts, where does it start? Let's talk about our landmark building, our anchor of our downtown. 3 years ago, a vacant, decayed, slated for demolition. 2013, we sold it. 2014, President Ellis fixed it. And in 2015, today, businesses are filling it. Thank you, Francis, very much. Thank you. Next week, Express Employment and Galaxy Communications will be moving into Landmark. I want to thank John Calabrese, not only for coming into downtown Utica, but what he does. He has been a part of our summit. He's been part of our community needs assessment. He never stops what he can do. He gives of himself. That's why there's no question we're moving in the right direction, because we have the right pieces. Ed and Pam Levine, who have all we've known is what they do with the promotions and so forth. We will be making an announcement within the next several weeks of more promotional ideas coming in there. Ed, Pam Levine, thank you. And on top of that, I'm looking forward to Ocean Blue, our rooftop restaurant opening their doors soon. The first in Utica, the first mountain. Another partner, M&T Banking, another anchor for our downtown. We look at that beautiful building, we see that gold dome, but we saw to the left of that, the annex that was vacant for 7 years. Talked about, dreamed about. Bassett Healthcare will be moving downtown. They're working on it as we speak. 125 jobs over the next 5 years. Thank you, Ben. Thanks, Brown. I'd like to just, again, let's see what Vance had to say about coming to this great city. We're not stopping there. We just recently sold, if you haven't seen it in the paper, you haven't heard about it, the Catholic bookstore, an iconic figure in our downtown area. The building was sold. The great thing about this, we had 3 other people looking at this building, looking to bid on it, which tells you, you know what? Success, people want return on their investment. They understand what a great opportunity they have for our downtown. Thank you, Kristine Martin and Ed Schmidt, for investing and coming into our downtown Utica. is, it's historic, our downtown. And it's the key to our revival. We saw once again the Convent building, city-owned property, Convent building is sold to Hayner Hoyle. Over $4.5 million we've invested. We'll have lots, office space, manufacturing. Thank you, Gary Thurston. Thank you, my good friend, Frank Ross. I don't know, I don't have to say a word about this. It's alive again, it's healthy. Thank you for the Utica Pioneers, the Utica Comets. We, in our second year, hosted in Utica, New York, an AHL All-Star game. It couldn't have been done without the pride and excitement from the city of Utica and our partners. Again, thank you, Frank Ross, our county executive, presenting Joe Grippo, Anthony Berdissi, Steve DeMille, and Dr. Hunt. A great thanks.